recording. We are going to discuss the second part of ELLT, where Mr. Faisal will be presenting his topic, which is repeatedly occurring and the presentation part of Oxford test. So yes, Mr. Faisal, you can start by starting your presentation. You really need to say, "I will begin my presentation now."
Yes, sir. I will begin my presentation now, and the topic of my presentation, the preservation of the languages who are going to be endangered in the world. There are many languages who are spoken in the world by different communities and different kinds of the people and the different areas, whether they are minorities or they are majorities at the different scale. There are different views about the speaking of the languages. First of all, I will discuss about the preservation of the language and some proponents' views and the opponents' views. The proponents' views may include that the preserving a language may preserve a cultural identity of the people, the specific people who are living in the specific area and to the specific continent and or a specific country. The language also preserve the cultural and religious values of the nation or of a group of the people who are speaking this language at local level. The preservation of the language is also helpful for the people to get their human rights and to communicate with the people on the international and national level. The preservation of the language also help the people to make their identity strong and to communicate themselves in the business and on the local area, and it also develop identity and also introduce the leadership among the community of the people, and it also make their influence over the world, and they also produce something and represent something in the people and at the international forum, just like the United Nations organization, and they can get the human rights, just like the people of the Palestine who are suffering from the different kinds of the opposite people, just like Israel, and they can raise their hands and they can get their rights protected uh, by the speaking before the United Nations organization and putting their views in front of the people. And moreover, the preservation of the language is also helpful for a country, and it is maybe considered as the asset of a country or a nation. If a country do not focus on the preservation of the language, then the identity of country or the impact of the country over the other countries and the communication way would be different. Just like the English language that has more impact into the world nowadays, and the preservation of the English language is very high in the world, and people are attracted toward the English language more as compared to other languages. Moreover, on the other hand, some people think that the government requires a lot of investment to keep the uh, to preserve the English language, to preserve the specific language that is endangered, because they have to establish some different kinds of the institution to teach the language at basic level and write some books and maintain the records into the different kinds of the areas for the future generations. And there are some other views that include that the preservation of the languages also also have negative impact, because majority people are speaking differently while the minority is uh, can represent their language into the large group of the people, and major people do not focus upon the small language or endangered languages, and there is many issues for the minorities. They are facing these kinds of the issues in different kinds of area. My opinion is that we should focus on our cultural and national values, and we should preserve our language, and we should communicate on our language rather than using other foreign languages or strange languages. If we are fluent in our own language, then there are greater chances for us to get progress in this developing world and making understanding better with others as well. Thank you for your attention. This is my presentation.
All right, that is great. That's fine. Yes, Harish. Harish, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Start.
सर अभी रेडी नहीं हुआ.
अच्छा, Junaid. Junaid, can you start?
सर मैं टॉपिक देख रहा हूँ थोड़ा टाइम.
Sorry?
सर अभी तैयार नहीं किया टॉपिक.
एक मिनट है आप लोगों के पास. रिमशा, ये कौन है रिमशा?
I am the new student.
Hello?
I am new student.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, yes. Is it a new student or old?
A new student.
Okay, it's your demo class?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's fine. So I have shared the topic with you. I think the topic won't be shared with you, I think.
Yes, sir. You want to share with me?
Okay, kindly message me that I shared the topic.
Okay, sir. Sure.
Rimsha, you could also see, I think the topic is shared with you.
Sir, I received.
Yes, Sarish or Junaid. Where is Mujahid? Again, he uh, hiding himself. He has to be here. So Junaid, be quick, be quick. We're running already out of time.
ओके सर.
Junaid, enough.
Yes, sir.
You can start.
I'm sorry, listening.
Junaid?
Yes.
Yes यार बहुत टाइम ले रहे हो जल्दी करो
आवाज नहीं आ रही
Yes sir ऋष अगर आप स्टार्ट कर सकते हो yes you can go for it
इसलिए मुझे थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट लग रहा था ये वाला टॉपिक इसलिए मैंने
अच्छा Ramsha are you ready for it Ramsha are you there
Yes, sir. I'm here.
so can you give it a shot can you start it
Yes, sir.
okay go for it
Okay, my topic is preserving endangered languages. Firstly, I will start my topic. Language is an essential component of human beings and many cultures. I'm not ready now.
Hmm. Okay
I'm not ready now.
Achalla, I think you people are having trouble with this topic so let me define it to you people the very first thing you might have seen that there are many languages which are getting endangered like which are being stopped uh, speaking by people and everyone is like that language is language shows your culture language shows your identity and if you stop speaking a particular language it means the culture the tradition everything is getting endangered everything is getting demolished are you getting my point
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
when a person when a language disappears it means that the culture the tradition of the people are getting disappeared or the culture identity is getting declined and even the conversation the intellectual talks which are connected to the particular language will be disappeared और लोग ज्यादातर पे उस लैंग्वेज को उस ट्रेडिशन को उस कल्चर को नहीं जानते होंगे Now, if we talk about protecting endangered languages can be a bit difficult for some people. Why? Like there would be very small community who would often speak this language and the people who may not understand them so for understanding the people, they are compelled to learn another language. Like, you know, if they don't know, the language of others, and if they are going to the educational sector, they may start facing trouble, they may start facing problems during the class, or they may have difficulty or challenges while speaking with other students. So yes, they could have difficulties while are they are they are owners, or they are the speaker of those languages which are endangered, which are getting disappeared. Are you getting my point? How to maintain
Yes,
it?
sir.
Yes,
We
sir.
need to promote social cohesion. We need to promote our trades. We need to promote the cultural heredity of those languages which are getting disappeared, or people are not speaking those languages anymore. Or we should, like, we are the people who are the speaker of the language, should with the language that the people know, yes, this is a language which people are stopping, or which people are not speaking anymore. Because if you really want to develop your language, you need to, like, when you know of the people who feel proud of speaking their language, they nation, those people are obviously going to be developed soon. समझ आ गया आप लोगों को?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
ऐसा टॉपिक अब इनके बाद आप लोग खुद ट्राई कर लें। जुनैद, रेमशा और सहरिश, आप में से कोई भी इसको डिफाइन कर लें अपने पॉइंट्स में। जुनैद,
Yes, sir.
स्टार्ट।
Okay, sir. Now I will begin my presentation. The topic of my presentation is how integrated languages can be protected. So, language is a very common tradition of every nation, and it is very important for them. Without language, without language, man's identity is not. Language is the identity of any people, any caste, any nation. So if we do not know about your language, do not know about your language, uh, then you uh, then you are destroying your culture. You are destroying your living style. If you are whenever you are going any forum, any conference, or any other program, you have to speak in your language, and you have to communicate that language. So human rights is also human rights is also uh, allowed everybody to speak in his forum, so everyone can speak according to their language. There is no discrimination there, and they can speak according to their language. This is also a very if you are going to other international countries, you have to international countries. There are some other your colleagues or other residents there, and these if you are hold on your language skills, you can easily talk to them and easily live with them. Sir, इतना ही है.
Enough?
Yes, sir.
All right, that is fine. Yes, Sairish.
Okay, sir. I begin to start. I begin my presentation. My presentation topic is taking sir hold. My
Yes.
presentation topic is preserving the languages and how to protect our language and other languages. And now I start my presentation. Language are very essential. Language are very essential for all the human beings, and it shows our identity and our culture and nation, and and also our knowledge, and language are through language we can connect other in all over the world, and in all over the world. It is the essential part of our
Mhm.
it is an essential part of our life, and we can
Yes, we can.
promote our language. We can promote our language
by following the similar culture and tradition
by following the similar cultural and traditions,
which is
and
connected to the language.
yes, sir. Which is connected to the language, and we are easily connected. We are easily connect all over the world through language, and through language. Language are very
Okay, yes.
it is it
Okay, that's
improve our social communication, and also improve our social and cultural communication, and through language. I'm sorry, sir.
no, it's so